I'm your host, Logan 23. You're joining me for Elementalists Chapter 3, Spellbound. You sit in Professor Kanto's office, dumbstruck after learning that you may be the most powerful of magic users at Penderghast. That can be right. Lots of people have attunements, right? Ah, well, it's certainly not uncommon, but it's your potential that's really astounding. I wouldn't be surprised if you ended up having a third attunement at some point in your life. What? You mean another one might just appear someday? Well, it's not perfect science, Mr. Winchester. Sometimes the readings are wrong, and sometimes a tool grow into the new powers over time. He gestures to a poster behind him that features a diagram reminiscent of a food pyramid, but shaped more like a skyscraper. On the bottom line are the symbols of earth, water, air, and fire. Above that on the own line are wood and metal, and higher still, sun and moon. Generally speaking, on attuned, their tier will also gain an element from the tier below. Traditionally, the second tier attuned will have two specialities. For example, would have also the mastery of water. But Woodat couldn't have a secondary because there's no tier below? Correct. So you can only work yourself up instead of down. Glance at the diagram again. The lines from the sun and moon connect at the top, forming a triangle, but there's a symbol there. With practice and careful study, you could very well discover that you are even stronger than you currently appear to be. You lean back in your chair, completely shocked. Wow, that seems unreal. That one person could be so powerful. I mean, and then even more insane than that is the person is me. Professor Gondos steeples fingers, cocks his head at you, appraising you carefully. Well, you're rare and powerful. Not that rare, if you take into account the whole fandom. Two components coveted by the wicked. Do me a favor, though, won't you, Ezekiel? What's that? Remember, goodness rarely stands alone. He eyes you over the rims of his glasses, waiting for the message to sink in. After a moment, he pulls out a blank sheet of paper and a jet-black pen. He writes your name, and below that, Sun Attunement. Suddenly, the rest of the page fills up with a list of times and classroom numbers. Seems you've got a bit of time before your first class. It's never too early to start studying. Scratches a curving signature under the bottom of the paper and hands you what you now see is an official course schedule. Wait, that's it? I feel like there's so much I still don't know. Well, I'd be happy to answer your questions before my next appointment arrives. Now's your chance to learn more about magical world and your newfound powers. You may even get opportunities to impress Professor Kantos with your inquisitive nature. For now. We'll see about the vibe of the book, and if it's good enough, we'll do a diamond edition. I've got enough processing to do it as it is. Very wise for you, Ezekiel. Introspection is a fine quality to have. Since you're new to all this, I feel at least I can leave you with this last bit of insight into your new attunements. Sun Ats often find it more difficult to perform magic at night, so try to gear your practical studies to the daytime hours. Sure, that makes sense. As far as your secondary attunement goes, Viat are most known for their passion and fierceness. Pay attention, special attention to the swing of your motions when practicing magic. I look forward to having you in my class. You shake his large, hairy hand and exit the greenhouse with your class schedule in your fist. As soon as you enter the Penderghast main hall, you run right into Griffin. Hey, there he is. How'd the exam go? Good. Well, really good, actually. Ezekiel! Tree and Zeph rush over and from the other end of the hall, grinning broadly. You're Griffin Langley, sophomore and the Thieves, team star player. I'm Zeph, short for Zephyr. Steph looks at him starry-eyed as he shakes his hand. Griffin laughs. You know, it'd be really great if he would just, be like, I'm Zeph, and then it would be like, wow, how'd you get that name? Nice to meet you. Yes, yes, we're all friends, blah, blah. She turns and takes her hand into both of hers, practically jumping with excitement. So, what's the verdict? I'm a Sunad. For a second, Zeph, Shri, and Griffin stare at you silently, their eyes wide. You're a Sunad? Yep, and fire too, I guess. Yes, I knew I could sense a little fire in you. We fire ants know our own when we see them. Griffin lets out a low whistle. 2 attunements, huh? I know, I can barely believe it myself. She says I didn't even know I was attuned. I mean, that was such a powerful attune. You are seriously the first Sunad I've ever met in my whole life. Kantos even said I may end up having a 3rd attunement one day. Oh man, being a 3rd tier must be so cool. I'm so jealous. It's really not that impressive. Nonsense, Ezekiel. Sun and Moonats are just about as powerful as they come. Well, as powerful as you can be these days. Friend's right, it's pretty damn cool. Don't be so modest. I'm just glad we're all through all that. Now, not that there was ever any question of what my attunement would be, but it's still kind of nerve-wracking. Now that we're done with the placements, who's ready for class? Why not? Can't wait to take Penderghast by storm. I seriously cannot wait to learn my first spell. Uh-uh. No way. We got a couple more hours before we're slaves to the curriculum for the whole year. We've got to enjoy it while we can. I agree with him. We should celebrate getting our official attunements. Sure, a toned, impressive sophomore like Griffin here has better things to do than hang with a group of freshmen. This might make me sound kind of lame, but I really don't. What did you have in mind? Oh, well, what about the new Mysterium in Pin Square? There was an article about it in the latest issue of Fire, and I've been dying to check it out. I don't know. Shouldn't we use this time to study or something? Friends give each other a look before Zeph and Shria loop their arms through yours and lead you towards your dorm. Hey! They're taking you hostage! Quick, run! Ezekiel, what could you possibly need to know before the very first class of the year? Come on, live a little. You won't regret it. That famous last words. A short while later, you and your friends emerge into the bustling Penn Square. So, where is this Mysterium? I'm pretty sure it's somewhere behind that wall of people over there. He points down an alleyway to a line of people wrapping around the block. Well, there goes that idea. Never mind the line, my dear friends. I'll follow Shria past the line of waiting people and right up to the security guard at the door. Lights back there, kids. Ooh, a centaur person thing. No, hold on. What are they called? Also, wasn't this thing in Crown in the Flame? Or something like it, right? I think I remember something like it. Where have I seen it before? God damn it. I think you'll find that my friends and I are in the right place. I'm sure the people in line behind you disagree. Behind you, a few people grumble. You hear some whispered voices throwing out the name Mystery. And I'm sure your boss would be very displeased to hear you turn Shria Mystery away from at the door. Mystery? Excuse me, miss. Of course. He unhooks the rope and lets Shria through, but when you try to follow, he bars your path. As for the rest of you, I'm afraid I can't let you in. But what? You've got to let us in. Yeah, and why's that? Because we're her friends? Question mark? I don't care whose friends you are. We've been booked solid for months and I can't let you in with a bunch of nobodies. Yeah, buddy. Well, I'm writing one hell of a yip review, and when I get home... It won't be necessary. I'm letting my 900,000 followers know just what kind of establishment this is right now. She whips out a compact mirror, fluffs her hair, and begins talking into it. Hey guys, it's your girl, Shreya, checking in at the so-called hottest place in Penn Square. You guys won't believe...
Okay, okay, go in. Just make sure your followers know how much you love this place. Have a nice time, Miss Mystery.
Thank you. I'm sure we will. You all... This is... I have to laugh at it. Oh, you all enter the Mysterium, which is crowded with people and discovered and covered in a dense cloud of orange smoke. I can't believe that actually worked. Never doubt a mystery's power of persuasion. You follow the hostess to a secluded table in the corner, and on the way, marvel at the multicolored lanterns bobbing near the ceiling. At the table next to you, a group clusters around a lantern. As they light it, it starts to overflow with smoke-filled bubbles until the whole table is obscured with them. Um, so this is the Mysterium? A place where lanterns make bubbles? They don't just make bubbles. They're all laced with potions, and they have different effects. I went to one once, and the smoke from our lantern played out an entire Shakespeare play. As you take a seat at the table, 3 lanterns drift down from the ceiling. One is an emerald green, another is a cerulean blue, and the last one is a deep, solid gray. Ezekiel, since it's your first time, why don't you choose? Okay, but how do you know which I should pick? You don't. That's why they call it the Mysterium. Well, I guess I'll go with the... feel like I'm picking a Pokemon. Blue? Cerulean lantern settles onto the table with a gentle thunk. Shreya reaches in and pinches her fingers around the wick, lighting it. Here goes nothing. Suddenly, gallons and gallons of crystal clear water cascade out of the lantern. Whoa! Okay, we're in an ocean now. Soon the Mysterium disappears around you as you're completely engulfed in water. I should have gone with green. And you open your mouth to scream, expecting to swallow water, and find that you can breathe. Check it out! When you look down, you see the floor and couches have been replaced with coral reef, and out of the lantern swims a school of colorful fish. Hey, that tickles. A few of the fish tangle in Shreya's hair, making her giggle. Behind her, Griffin is investigating the coral below. Ezekiel, over here. You swim over to him and peer into one of the reefs. He pokes an odd-looking nodule, which squirts a cloud of bright pink ink. After a while, the illusion fades away, and you find yourselves back in the Mysterium. Zaf moves his arms as if swimming, and Shreya giggles and flips her hair like a madwoman. That was awesome. Great idea coming here, Shreya. Should we get another? Actually, I think it's about time we get to know the mysterious upperclassman sweet Ezekiel has so hastily befriended. She leans in closer to Griffin, her eyes shining mischievously as she grins. You could turn this goddamn music off. It's from Mayhem, and I'm tired of it. How about a game of snaps? Oh, yes, I'm so in. And this game entails... It's basically an easy way to con people into telling you their deepest, darkest secrets. He's being dramatic. Basically, on the count of 3, you snap an element, and the winner gets to ask the losers any question they want. Oh, right. Snap an element. Here, watch. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Snap! They all snap their fingers at the same time. A small, swirling vortex of air appears in both Griffin and Zeth's up-tuned palms, while Shreya opens her palm to reveal, I'm going to assume, fire. Huh. Fire always wins. How does that... Now, what to ask? Going up short, Ezekiel. You ask something. Make it a good one. Okay, then. Griffin? Zeth? What are the most self-conscious... Bow? What attunement would you want if you could pick? Who of you two could win the fight? These are all stupid questions. She said make it a good one, not stupid. Let's go with most self-conscious. Oof. They go for the jugular, huh? Hey, Griffin said deepest and darkest. Griffin taps his finger to his chin thoughtfully for a minute. I guess for me I'd have to say my work ethic. If I If I think people feel like I'm slacking off, it makes me feel uncomfortable. Ooh, you and me both. Well, I don't know you all that well, but I think you'd be hard-pressed to find someone who'd say you were a slacker. Look at your muscle definition. Excuse Shreya, she's got no filter and a natural disposition to flirt. Zeph? Zeph squirms uncomfortably in the seat. So, let me get this. Like, what if I work really hard and everything else, and there's only 24 hours in a day? You can't do everything. It's fine if you don't want to tell us. No, it's gonna come out sometime. Might as well just get ahead of it. I have one really short toe. We all do. It's called a pinky toe. After a moment's silence, your whole group bursts into laughter. Guys, I'm serious. I can't even wear sandals. Should we go another round? I feel like there's still so much to learn about Griffin. It'll have to be another time. As much fun as it's been hanging out with you guys, I really got a jet. You're leaving? But there's still some time before the first class starts. Oh, I know. But there's this nearby waterfall I wanted to check out before I have to buckle down for school. Next to you, Shreya starts to gather her belongings as well. And I just looked it up and saw that Dumont's Mineral Spring and Resculpt has some openings this afternoon. I have to get a touch-up. Do you think your street cred stretches far enough that they won't kick me out of the second you leave? They wouldn't dare, dear Zeph. Well then, I know where I'm staying. What about you, Ezekiel? I wouldn't mind the company on the hike up the falls. That sounds sweaty. Why not come with me? They could probably schedule us both in. You deserve to relax before classes start. They have so many resculpts to choose from, and you would look so cute with a little dimple in your chin. Is it me or her outfit actually looks halfway decent? Like, it's revealing in certain areas, but yet not too revealing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it leaves mystery. I like it. Griffin's a nice guy. I like him. I like him so far. Kind of mysterious build. We'll go with that. This place is too fun, and there's so many lanterns we haven't tried yet. You guys have fun. We'll see you back on campus. Wave goodbye to Griffin and Shreya before pulling down another lantern. We go with the green one and see what that one is. I'm assuming like a forest. Return to the campus, and a short while later, duck into your first class. Spellwork 1A with Professor England. You slide into the first open seat you see, only to realize it's right next to Beckett's. Oh, it's you again. The Sonat! How impressive. What's your problem? And how did you know I was a Sonat? I have my sources. It's amazing what you can learn from the professors during the free hours. You don't look very impressive to me. I mean, I may not look impressive, but I can just beat you intellectually. Oh, please, don't act like you haven't been practically stalking me since I got here, sending that follower thing after me. A what? I certainly wouldn't. Excuse me, I'm trying to start a class here. Realize that your hushed exchanges have escalated to near shouts. You press your lips tightly together as Professor England begins his lecture. In this class, you'll learn basic spells based on the 8 practical elements: fire, water, air, earth, metal, wood, sun, and moon. Can anyone tell me where the ability to perform magic stems from? How about our latecomer, Mr. Winchester, Ezekiel? Our ability to perform magic is, I want to say, innate. It's something we were born with. Wonderful. Perfectly worded. Nice. Very nicely, Ezekiel. Each of you was born with these abilities. Though of the course, the capacity for magic can differ from person to person. Beckett gives you a cutting look, like the side of his vision, as Professor England continues speaking. Oh, continue glaring at me. I'm gonna ruffle your hair and pinch your cheeks. Simply put, every person in this room has the ability to perform most spells. Did I just say smells or spells? It sounds like both. Yes, I'm able to perform smells too. You just can't smell them. You'd have to be in the same room. I don't know. However, the level of difficulty each attune can handle may differ. Now, let's not waste any more time. We'll start today by learning a simple spell, conjuring fire and bending it to our will. I haven't had coffee today, so Professor England rolls up his sleeves and shakes out his arms with a flourish. He closes his eyes and brings his palms together. The first step, as always, is to focus. A lack of focus is the #1 cause of spells going awry. For the creation spell of fire, you'll need to imagine a light or heat source and some kindling. It's important to start with a strong, simple base. There's a reason we build up to a more complex ideas, mainly to conserve magic and energy by using smaller pieces to achieve the same aim. It's the building block method we were taught it as children. Love the enthusiasm, but I'm gonna need a hand next time. Mr. Harrington, that's correct. Now, this guy reminds me of Carlton, I'm just saying. Now, once we focused and built our magical foundation, snaps his fingers and flames ignite from the tips of both hands. Conjuring fire is a snap. Whoa. From there, controlling the fire is just a matter of controlling your breathing. Yeah, it's kind of like as if your breathing is fueling the fire, because fire needs oxygen. I'll be coming around to check on each of you. Feel free to help each other, but remember, using offensive magic on another student is strictly prohibited. It's time to practice your first spell. Performing a spell properly will unlock it for later use and add it to your spellbook. There's more than one way to perform a spell. Try using hints Professor England gave. Complete your spellbook to become one of the top of the class and unlock a special bonus at the end of the story. But wait, there's more! The only way you'll be able to do this is to use diamonds. You know it's coming. Okay, step 1 is to focus. I should close my eyes. You let your eyes drift shut and focus on finding the magic inside of you. I think I feel something. After a few moments, you start to feel something welling inside of you, a tingling warmth spreading out from your belly. I can't believe this is working. Next, I'm supposed to start the fire. Something about building blocks? If you relax, a variety of colors begin to swirl through the blackness. Oh, building blocks. Start with wood. This feels right. Latch on to the streak of bark-colored brown, drawing it to you, letting it overwhelm you. Next I'll add earth, sun, fire. A swirling red stripe appears in the darkness you draw towards you too. The two colors entangle themselves behind your eyelids. I hope this is right. You take a deep breath and open your eyes and snap. Yes! In your hand is a perfectly curling flame, licks at your fingertips harmlessly, and you laugh to yourself. Wow, congratulations. That must have been so hard for you. Can you leave me alone, please? I'm trying to concentrate. Clearly. He turns away, his flame floating lazily around the air above his head. Okay, deep breath. You're almost done. One thing left to do. Sir England arrives at your table and watches Beckett perform a spell flawlessly. Afterwards, he and Beckett both turn to watch you. Looks like you're almost there. You just need to bend the flame to your will. Metal, fire, air. Well, technically, breathing, right? Close your eyes again, plucking out a shimmering thread of silver. You draw its energy and like drawing in a deep breath. Open your eyes and exhale, watching the flame leave your hand and shoot across the room in a delicate arc. Whoa! After doing a lap in the room, the flame returns to you, settling back into your still open palm. Very nice job, Ezekiel. Quite masterful. Thank you. Now, Ezekiel, with all of your marks combined, a perfect score. Absolutely superb. You really are quite a rare talent. I look forward to seeing what you can do over the course of the year. Yay. You can now use the flame spell. You've unlocked the flame spell. Unlocking spells will help you survive your first year at Penderghast. I actually did. I can't believe this. Yes, yes, congratulations. You managed to spell for babies. You really are quite the attuned. You turn your back to him, shoulders tense, the flame in your hand flickers as you try to relax. Uh-oh, looks like your flame's dwindling. Better focus up. It's harder to keep control when you're distracted. You squeeze your eyes shut, trying to block him out. You know, I thought I'd be more impressed when I met the first sonnet, but maybe Professor Contos got it wrong. Why don't you shut up? You turn sharply towards him, intending to get back at a piece of your mind. But as you do, your flame shoots out of your hand and races straight towards him. No, wait! Hey! He holds up his hand before the fireball makes contact, and a wave. And with a wave, sends it back in your direction. Ah! You dive out of the way and turn to watch it sail past you, right towards the professor. Wait, Professor England ducks just in the nick of time, and the fireball soars right over his head, crashing into the wall behind him. He straightens up and waves a hand at the smoldering wall, putting the flames out instantly. Well, that's definitely one way to start off the year. I'm so sorry, Professor. It's all my fault. But I didn't mean to throw it at him. I lost control of it, I guess. Like its eyes widen in shock, but then he comes back to himself. His brow furrowing. Well, of course, it's his fault. Come on, Beckett. You've totally got this weird vendetta against me. Sending that creepy follower to attack me and everything. I have no clue what you're rambling on about. I swear, Professor England, I know every rule of the school forward and backward, and I would never break... But unfortunately, Mr. Harrington, you did. Beckett's cheeks turn pink, and you avert your eyes to keep from laughing. At this point, it's out of my hands. You'll both have to go see Dean Joffrey. Or Joff. Murmuring breaks out all around, and you feel a heavy weight in the pit of your stomach. But sir, I didn't. You can't. It's no longer up to me. You'll see the dean tomorrow morning before class. She may go easy on you, but attacking another student is grounds for expulsion. And the dean isn't particularly well known for being a forgiving woman. I feel like Goofy? Goofy? I don't know. I'm sure, after, 2 books, no one's given me shit for the pronunciation of it yet. So, with that being said, I hope y'all did enjoy the video. You know what to do. Sorry about not getting this stuff out yesterday. For you guys who are either watch my streams or are in my Discord, pretty much knew what all was going on with me. Long story short, I had to deal with a plumber as well as 10 school officials who came into my house because I invited them. It was either that or have to go to the school, but since I had the whole plumbing thing, I could not. Pretty much while the plumber was downstairs doing his work and having to go up and down the stairs and multitask there, pretty much 10 school officials came into my house to, basically do an evaluation of my special needs brothers for getting them into school and things like that. And yeah, that was fun. Physical therapists, OTs, PT, speech therapists, the teacher of one of them, the laundry list of people that was in here and just goes on. It was quite an eventful day, and then after the day before, where I had a bunch of shit going on there, it's been quite busy. It's actually been very, 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 very busy. So I do apologize. My life is starting to get settled down now that there's no longer the plumbing issue, now that the school thing is taken care of, now that I've taken care of the other personal issue that I had to deal with on Thursday. Like, my stomach in the last 12 hours has been like, you hold on to that stress, it causes acid issues, it causes a lot of, health issues, and finally my body's like, my God, we can take a breath. Like, literally and figuratively. It's just been a very eventful week, let alone month, and then yeah. So I'm trying to get everything taken care of, which I am. Oh, man. Life just, if it ain't one thing, it's another. I mean, let's put it this way. For like 2 weeks, I was busy spending like 6 to 8 minimum hours a day cleaning up water in my house. Let's put it that way. Um, yeah. So, and then taking care of two special needs brothers and doing the whole YouTube and Twitch and the things to basically survive and everything else. What is sleep again? I don't know. So I hope you all did enjoy the video. I will catch you guys in the next video. Also keep in mind, for you guys wondering, in just a few hours, if you come over to my Twitch channel, we will be streaming Fallout 76. So, hope to see you there. And until then, peace out.